Okay, we are live. Just one quick question for. Oh wait, hang on. Huzzah! Nice. Okay, one quick question. Can you all hear me? Those who are watching in the chat, can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, good. So, it has been 12 days since I hit 1,000 subs. Oh wait, hang on. You're good? Thank you. Hang on, let me just remove this banner. You can hear me as well? Okay, good. It has been 12 days since I hit 1,000 subscribers, and currently hang on, let me just do a quick check. Yeah, thank you. So it has been 12 days since I hit 1,000 subscribers, and right now I'm at 1,055. And in case you missed it, the poll I set up a few weeks ago, the number up was top 10 ocean liners. So that's what we're doing. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little different. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little weird because I did have a sore throat earlier. You can't hear me? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me right now? Okay, can you hear me right now? Okay. So can you hear me? Because my computer is being a little glitchy right now. I'm sorry about that. You must have chat lag. Okay. You can hear me now? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little weird because earlier I did have a sore throat and it has healed but not completely. Quick question, how do you record your videos? I use Movavi Video Editor to edit my videos, and also I use that same software to record. Let me just put the name of the software in the chat. Yeah, I use Movavi Video Suite to edit my videos. It also allows you to do voiceovers. So as I just said, it has been 12 days since I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I right now I'm at 1,055. And the poll I set up was top 10 ocean liners. And just a quick heads up about the ships I put in here. See, I prefer the post World War I ocean liners because I just like the modern look of ocean liners rather than the ones pre World War One. Yeah, so most of the ships are post World War One ocean liner. Then only a few of them are pre World War One. Yep, and also I like them because basically after World War One, most ships stopped using the reciprocating engine and more towards the turbine. All because of the First World War, because it proved the dominance of the turbine. I think we'll maybe wait a few minutes for a few people to come in. And we may or may not do floating sandbox at the end. Do you think we should do floating sandbox at the end? Yeah, do you think we should do floating sandbox at the end? Just give me 1 second. Oh wait, hang on. Sure, we could do, yeah, we'll do floating sandbox at the end. Let's just wait for a few people to come in. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to one last thing. Okay, so top two ocean liners, which was the vote in the poll. We're just gonna give some people a little bit to join in. How long has it been? It's been 6 minutes since stream started. Okay. How people do we have watching? 3 people watching. Okay. So let's just get started. So, do you know what number 10 is? What is number 10? Because I'm basically gonna quiz you a little bit on what each of the top 10 ocean liners will be. You don't know? Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a hint. It's not actually an ocean liner. It's a cruise ship. It's actually a cruise ship. And as I just as I said, most of the ships I put in here are post World War I ocean liners. Just so you know. So number 10 is the MS Carnival Liberty. So the reason why I put this ship on the list is because you see, back in April, I went on a cruise on the Carnival Liberty. Uh, no, this is not the Costa Concordia. This is the Carnival Liberty. Yeah, I actually went on a cruise on the Carnival Liberty back in April. I really liked it because we went from Cape Canaveral in Florida to a few islands in the Bahamas. Also, our stateroom had like a balcony on. It's kind of like one of those staterooms, like probably like one of those upper decks you see right there. And yeah, our stateroom was one of those decks probably. I also like one thing I like about the Carnival ships is that they have like most cruise ships, they have that like my responses show up 20 seconds after I post them. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, I've been dealing with that issue for several months now because usually the streaming software that I'm currently using it kind of delays the comments a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Okay, and you see, I really Oh, okay. So, okay, I saw the problem. I think I just accidentally muted I was just on mute for a minute and I just accidentally forgot to unmute myself. First I thought my microphone was unplugged, but it wasn't. Okay, anyway, back to. So, do any of you know what number 9 is? Okay, good. You guys can hear me? Okay. Anyway, do you know what number 9 is? So, the last one was Carnival Liberty. So, anyone know what number 9 is? No? Okay, let's just move on. Normandy. So, I like let me just tell you one quick thing that's cool about the Normandy that you may or may not have known. You probably don't know this, but the Normandy's third funnel wasn't connected to the boiler uptakes, but it did serve ventilation, kind of like Titanic's fourth funnel. Yeah, and I really like how a lot of effort was making it into a fast ship. Oh, hello, Mr. Titanic. Okay, nice to see that you're here. You like Normandy? It's your top 5th ocean liner. Oh, I like it too. I also like how a lot of effort uh, was put into making it a fast ocean liner, such as it had a bulbous bow. Okay, and even at full speed, it would only create that slight wave that you see at the bow. Especially with the superstructure, like how it's like a triangular shape. I like that shape. I also how the funnels are designed in a teardrop shape. Okay, now let's move. Yeah, and unlike the Normandy is a good one, yeah. And unlike the Queen Mary's boat deck, the Normandy's boat deck is clean. Also, it was turbo electric, right? I believe so. I believe it was. Anyway, let's move on to number 8. What is number 8? So, what is number? Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Can you all hear me right now? Just my computer is giving me problems right now. So can you hear me? Can you hear me right now? The computer is giving me problems. Okay, good. So the Wilhelm Gustloff, like the German cruise ship built in 1937, if I remember. Yeah, but of course the Wilhelm Gustloff was the worst maritime disaster in history when she was torpedoed by the sank in roughly 65 minutes with a loss of around 9,000 people. So I think that ship should be remembered. Now let's move on to number 7. 9,000 deaths, correct. Anyway, I also agreed with other people in the chat, that we would do floating sandbox at the end. And maybe I'll give you a little bit of a behind the scenes tour on some of my videos. Number 7 is the SS Andrea Doria. This is a ship that's not really heard. Have any of you in the chat heard about it? Have any of you in the chat heard about it? Rammed, yes. It was on the night of July 25th, 1956. It was, oh wait, hang on. Another good one, yes. Yeah, it was rammed by the Swedish ocean liner. The Italian ocean liner Andrea Doria was rammed by the. Yes, it was rammed by the motor vessel Stockholm. Yeah, and I'm sorry guys if my voice sounds a little bit different, because I had a sore throat earlier, and it has healed a little bit, but not completely, just so you know. And the vessel sank within 11 hours, and it had 52 deaths. Well, actually, I believe around 47 people were killed on the Andrea Doria and 5 aboard the Stockholm. She was actually a beautiful ship for the time. Now let's move on to number 6. I'll give you a hint. It is a Cunard liner. Number 6 is a Cunard liner. Yes, the Stockholm now, yes, called the Astoria now, is being scrapped. Yeah, I heard she was actually scrapped back in 2020. Now, what is number 6? Mauritania. Queen Mary 2, the last ocean liner. Okay, so wait. Nope. Queen Mary 2. Yeah, I like Queen Mary 2 because, of course, she is the last ocean liner, and even though, of course, she looks like a Berengaria, no. Autocorrect, bruh. Okay. Anyway, so Queen Mary 2. Is she actually called RMS Queen Mary 2? I can't remember. Hang on, I need to do a quick recap. I'll be right back. Is she actually called RMS Queen Mary 2? Yeah, she is. She is called RMS Queen Mary 2. So the reason why I like her, of course, she is, even though she looks like a cruise ship, of course, she is an ocean liner. And everything except for the stern, of course, which is basically flat, dead flat. To say it looks good. I don't know, though. Okay, yeah. Well, I just looked up at an article about her, and it did say she was RMS. Anyway, let's move on to number 5. She actually is RMS? Okay, thank you. Number 5. What is number 5? Ah, nice. Queen Mary? No. It is Lusitania. Yeah, Lusitania did have one of the epic careers. Even though she met a tragic fate. She almost had a tragic fate on January 10th, 1910. Do you know why she could have sank on January 10th, 1910? She rolled, but still, I would put a few. I said I put a few pre-World War One ocean liners in here. Yeah. So do you know why she almost sank on January 10th? She could have sank on January 10th, 2010. 1910. No. So you see, on January 10th, 2010, as oh, okay. See, the Lusitania could have sank on January 10th, 1910, because you see, on that day while she was heading to. Oh, am I lagging a little bit? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just my computer is not being. Just my computer is not being nice today. So she could have almost sank on January 10th, 1910, because on that date, while she was heading to New York City, she encountered a roughly 23-meter or 75-foot high rogue wave, which ran over the bow of the ship and smashed the bridge, just as the chief officer McNeil was standing on the bridge wing, and he saw. I heard he ran into the wheelhouse, slammed the door, and one of the navigation officers was standing on a compass platform above the bridge, and he was right up there, and he got washed, basically was up to his knees in water. And despite that, Lusitania wasn't at risk of sinking, and she continued on because ocean liners back 100 years ago are not like cruise ships where they can just go around it. They have to keep schedule, and they just have to go straight through it. The ships like the Lusitania are designed for that. Yeah, so that's why Lusitania is one of several ships that had a dramatic rogue wave encounter and survived. And if you missed that video by Ocean Liner Designs a few days ago, then you probably know. Anyway, let's move on to number 4. What is number 4? Yep, she could have almost sank because of the rogue wave. And what is number 4? Carpathia? No. Number 4 is the Mauritania. Okay, are we working right now? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just had to. My microphone was giving problems. I had to swap the cord with some of them. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so the reason why I like Arm's Mauritania is because she. Wait, hang on. How did you find that? How did you find what? Like that source from how the Lusitania survived the rogue wave? And it from Ocean Line Designs. And the reason I like the easiest way you can use Calvin on Of course, Lusitania does have a lot of them but the Lusitania's talons are actually smaller than the Mauritania ones because you see the Lusitania has like drum slash barrel type tail vents, whereas the Mauritania has like periscope shaped vents. Your favorite is the Olympic because you have a piece of the boat deck. Yeah, I don't actually have any artifacts from the ships. I do. Yeah, anyway. So, he was talking to me on how I won a prize with the Olympic. Okay. And I also like her because on how she held the blue ribbon for 22 years up until it was taken by the SS Bremen. Next one is probably obvious, the Aquitania. I like this one. This is actually so those three ships that you just saw, the Lusitania class, were the only pre World War I ocean liners that I put on this list. And I also like the RMS Aquitania because she had the longest Cunard line career, unless you count like the QE2, the Queen Elizabeth II. She entered service in May 1914. She served for 2 world wars till she was scrapped in 1950. The bridge looks weird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I heard that the Aquitania, even though she was a Cunarder, she was based off of like the Olympic class a little bit. So I think she's the sisters to Mauritania and Lusitania. And if you look at the bow of the Aquitania, she has 2 like massive like periscope like events right there. No Olympic class on this list. Now this is my only hint. I did not put any Olympic class. Heck, I didn't even put any White Star Line ocean liner on this list. Last funnel to go out of service. Yeah. Though, but as you can tell that the Aquitania's fourth funnel does vent out smoke from this photo that you see. Anyway, let's go on to number 2. What is number 2? You know what number 2 is? What is number 2? Queen Mary? Nope. Okay, let's move on. It is the SS United States, aka the fastest ocean liner afloat. So she entered service in. Hang on, I need to do a quick recap on when she entered service. Actually, she entered service in July of 19. Oh wait, hang on. Cunard's Falls were all operational. Yes. Queen Elizabeth II? No. So the SS United States. Like her because, of course, she is the fastest ocean liner, which she has been for, she still is today, even though she's currently a retired ocean liner in Philadelphia. And you see, they said your grandfather sailed on the SS United States. Nice. And of course, oh yeah, 39 knots. Even though they said the SS United States was about 38, 39 knots. The SS United States actually was secretly faster, and she could actually reach speeds of up to 45 knots. That way, no one could make like a battleship or another ocean liner that could defeat her in wartime. And of course, her funnels were massive. And of course, during like the 1920s and 1930s, it was like the era of ocean liner, like the era where the number of funnels an ocean liner had signified its speed had like ended. The late 1940s and early 1950s, that era was gone. What? Yep, because it was there because up until the 1920s and 1930s, the number of funnels had signified its speed. Around the 1940s and 50s, the late 1940s and early 1950s, that era was gone, and the fewer funnels, the better. That's exactly what happened with the RMS Strathnaver and the RMS Arundel Castle. So RMS Strathnaver for the piano line, they originally had 3 funnels, but then they made a single funnel ocean liner. Oh yeah, I saw that because like when Michael Brady was doing that live stream, he redid the Disney ship and named it the Johann van Barnevelt too. 50 fastest ship, not ocean liner, is a ferry that goes 58.1 knots. Yeah, but still, it's not like back then because I believe the fastest cruise ship today is like 24 to 25 knots. Yeah, they don't really need speed, but back then ocean liners had to keep the schedule. Yeah, he brought it. Yeah. And I just want to say something. Let me just put, oh, right. I just want to say something. I'm just going to type something in the chat. Get rid of the Disney logo. And of course, and who was the architect for the SS United States? Who gave it like that cool hull shape? Yeah, who was the designer for the SS United States? Uh, yes, you're correct. William Francis Gibbs. Who also designed the SS America and the SS Malolo. What's cool about the SS Malolo is that she almost sank on her sea trials. Okay, anyway, let's move on to number 1. Now this is the big moment. Here's the big moment. What is number 1? What is number 1? This time I'm not going to. This time I'm not gonna. Oh wait, hang on. Okay. This time I'm not. I'm not gonna actually move to the next page until. Yep, you got it correct. It is Queen Mary. Queen Mary is my favorite ship currently. Let me know, and let me know in the chat if I should probably do like an updated version of this top 10 ocean liners because my ocean liner list may change soon. So let me know if you think I should do an updated live stream of this soon. Okay, so how long have we been live? We've been live for only about 35 minutes. Yeah, and even though the Queen Mary didn't have some of the design features that Normandy had, she had some. She still was able to beat her on, if I remember, in a few months after she entered service. You should do a pre-World War One version. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of the. Your favorite ship is the Queen Mary? Okay. Yeah. You should do a pre-World War One version. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of the pre-World War One ocean liner because you see, at post-World War One, basically most ships stopped using. Most ships being built were not powered by the reciprocating engine, but they were powered by the turbine. While the era of the number of funnels the ship had signified its speed was gone, and a new era. Oh, you're doing Normandy, Titanic, Queen Mary, Majestic, and Olympic. Okay. Yep. Yep. And I just like how much effort was made into making her a beautiful ship. Yeah. Even though she borrowed design features from the Mauritania, she still had a successful career and managed to beat the Normandy. And similar with the Lusitania, the Queen Mary also encountered a rogue wave in December of 1942 when she was carrying troops. I believe can't remember where. Can't remember where she was carrying the troops from, but but she was hit by a rogue wave and rolled over about. Did that work? Okay, did that work? Did that work? Did that work, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Britannic was 1914 when it went into service. Hang on, can you guys hear me? Do when they went into survive, not when they were launched. Yeah, okay, maybe. Okay, you can hear me now? Yeah, sorry, I just had to change my microphone settings. Yeah, that's just what I did. Okay, anyway, how about we do floating sandbox? How about we just do floating sandbox now? Let me just hear me clicking? Okay. Now, just like I said earlier, let's do floating sandbox now. Let me just share my screen. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to mute myself for a minute so I could do that. And now let's hang on. Okay, now let me just share my screen. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, here we go. And I think I'm gonna need my mouse for this. Actually, I think we're good. Okay. Your poll is finished? Okay, I'm just gonna go check it out real quick. Hang on a second. I've got 5 people watching. Okay, Captain Galaxy, I just have voted the Big Four because to my knowledge, none of the Big Four sank. Now, anyway, how about, okay, let me just click control the last settings I just loaded up. And basically, all I hear is Pawa Ping LOL. Okay. But can you guys still hear me? Okay, anyway, how about, here's basically what we're gonna do in floating sandbox. I'm just gonna mute this real quick. Hang on, Control M. Okay. So basically what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna try to make an accurate Titanic sinking as best we can. Okay? Okay. So, can you still hear me? Because, okay. Okay, so, okay, you can hear me? Okay, good. Let me just remove this from the stream. Okay. So we're basically gonna try to make an accurate Titanic sinking first, and then maybe we'll do some other ships. Okay, okay, open up the slice tool. Right about Here, let's damage 6 compartments. Okay, so that's roughly 6 compartments. What the? Ooh, hey Maritime History, nice to see that you could be in here just well. I just did my top 10 ocean liners thing. I was cutting off for a bit. Okay, yeah, I know. Hey Maritime History, you see, I just did my top 10 ocean liners. Fortunately, you missed it, but you can also watch the replay if you want to. 3 port, 5 starboard, 9 port, 2 port. That's the list. Okay, yeah. Now let's try to make an accurate sinking. Let me just make sure that, okay, can you guys still hear me? I just need to do this real quick. So can you hear me? Yep, he's here. He's actually been in a couple live streams I did before. In case you're unfamiliar. So we're going to try to make an accurate Titanic sinking. That ship likes to break early. No, this isn't the Titanic model that you see in the game. This is actually the unbreakable Titanic model in the game. Okay? Let me just pop up this. Okay, so yeah, this is the unbreakable Titanic model that you can actually just break up whenever you want. Now let's just zoom out a little bit. And let's just make the ships, let's just speed up. First funnel collapse. The second funnel, hang on a second. I just came back, but your thing is very laggy, but audio is fine. Yeah, that's just what happens when my streaming software does. And hang on, Maritime History, are you still here as well? Maritime, are you still here as well? And guys, I'm sorry if I don't answer your comments right away because the streaming software I use kind of delays the comments. I did that before I exploded the whole ship, but this is the unbreakable Titanic model in the game. And I'm not sure if this angle is correct because I think this is like roughly 40 degrees. And if I remember, it was like 25 degrees. Oh, now let's just do that. There we go. Now let's cut. Now let's. Okay, there we go. Now let's do this. Hang on. Let me fix that. Yeah. The movie is 50 in real life. Wait, hang on. What did I just do? I just open something up. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. I just accidentally clicked something. The movie is around 9. It's around 27. And just then, basically, we just had like a strand of string just pulling the ship down. Yeah, like basically like the double bottom is just basically like a... it's basically just like a strand of string pulling it down 11, like 23,000 tons. I know the double bottom actually was pulling it down, but we could just redo that in just a second. And here we go. You just made an animation? Is it like from Tiny Sailor's World? Yeah, I'd really like to play that game, except I don't have a Roblox account. Hang on, can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Okay, it looks like the audio is fine. Anyway, let's just pull the ship vertical. Wait, what did I just do? What did I just do? Did I just blow up the ship? Okay, anyway, let's reload the ship and let's try to make an accurate sinking. Or we could base it off a night to remember. We could do that in a little bit. So right around there, 6 compartments. Speed up the sinking. A sinking boat from Flip a Click, and I can hear you. I'm doing a simulation exactly like you're doing. Alright, when I get home. Exactly, but the animation type that I've actually been using in my videos recently is not actually floating sandbox. I'll show you how in just a minute. Which I think I have showed you in my past live stream, but some of you may not have. Okay. Oh. And I'm not sure why, but the second funnel seems to be less stable than the first funnel is. I don't know why. In your count, okay, you saw it in my countdown live stream? Yeah, I did show that in my countdown live stream. So, do you think this is an accurate angle for the breakup point? Okay, I think it is, so let's just cut the ship in half. And let's do that. If you remember from the Explorer Titanic real time, and then you know that the basically the funnels that were in the aft 2 funnels were kind of exploded after the breakup, which we're recreating here. And now right here, we're just gonna make the double bottom basically just a thread of string, basically like a thin strand of string, basically like, let's say, like, I don't know, 10 centimeters thick, just pulling the ship to the bottom. Look, this is now a thread of string. Yep, the double bottom is now just a giant thread of string pulling the stern down. By the way, maritime history, I just saw you. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so basically, we just have a thread of string right here. It's basically just like a yarn, like 20 centimeters thick, at least, just pulling the stern to the bottom. Okay, now let's just cut the string. Okay, now we're gonna base it off A Night to Remember. Actually, how about we I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen for a minute. Yeah, I just stopped sharing my screen, and I'm just gonna tell you a little bit like on how I basically started some of my videos a little bit. Let me just share my screen on my home page. Here we go. So basically, let's go down to my most popular videos. See, this is my most popular video right here. And it was 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do something else, because in case you missed it, a few days ago, I made my first upload on my. You see, in case you don't know this, hang on. What software are you using for the stream? Just look at the top right-hand corner. It's called for the stream, and you see. Wait, hang on a second. Let me make sure. Okay. Anyway, okay, we're good. So, recently I top-notch travels. I plan to use it because you see, before I was interested in ocean liners, but I was interested in like skyscrapers and mega projects. And how I got into skyscrapers is because it was back in, I believe, about 2 years ago or so, when I got one of my parents' friends like told me, like, who was from Dubai, where the world's tallest skyscraper, the Burj Khalifa, is, and told them that she actually used to like live close to there and she used to go there all the time. And you see, whenever I always try to like look up more about it, and that's kind of what I did. With same with ocean liners. So since I was interested in, I'm going to use this. I plan to use this channel for non-ocean liner topics as well. And I just made my first upload on the channel. Also, where is Q2 is? Oh yeah, the QE2 is docked in Dubai. I know that. And also the world's tallest skyscraper, the Burj Khalifa, is. Do any of you know how tall it is? How tall is the Burj Khalifa, aka the world's tallest skyscraper currently? Okay, just waiting for the stream delay to come up on me. Okay. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Yes, you are correct. It is 2,722 feet or 828 meters tall. It has been the tallest skyscraper in the world. It was opened on January 4th, 2010. It's been more than two. Okay, now how about we play the video? And I don't know if it'll share the audio. Did you just hear the audio from the video? Because I don't know if this thing shares audio. So did you just hear the audio? Oh, you just heard the audio from the video, correct? Okay, good. So here's the video. Size comparison of the world's tallest skyscrapers. So we're starting off with, okay, let's start. And I use the same music as I did with my top 10, with the world's largest ocean liners video videos I did a few weeks ago. Just by the way, these years, you'll see the feeds, those are when the skyscrapers were completed. Basically, not when they were built, when they were completed, just so you know. So one thing I want to point out about the Eiffel Tower, see, when it was originally opened in 1889, the Eiffel Tower was around 985. The music is always comparison music. Yeah, I have used it in my comparison video, but I think I'm going to use a different song in the next one. Just one thing I want to point out about the Eiffel Tower. You may not know this, but when the Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889, the original height was 985 feet or 300 meters tall. But, and when the Chrysler, and it held that title, the tallest building, for about 40 years until the Chrysler building, which you just saw before, was completed. But in 1957, a spire was added to the top of the Eiffel Tower, which gave it a final height of 1,083 feet or 330 meters. So some people will say the Eiffel Tower is 984 feet tall. Oh yeah, they added a spire at the top. Oh yeah, that's kind of like with the rivalry between Skyscraper in New York City in, I believe, 1930 or so, with the Chrysler Building, because they increased the architect of the Chrysler Building added like 10 more floors to the Chrysler Building to his rival skyscraper, which was, I believe, I forgot the name anyway. And then they added the spire. And they added that giant spire that you see on the Chrysler Building. Height of 1,045 feet or 319 meters. Anyway. And also, this is kind of like another debated topic that I just, I'm probably going to do this throughout the course of this video. Because, you see, while some people say that the Empire State Building is 150 feet or about 381 meters, the full height of the Empire State Building, including the spire that you see right here, the full height of the Empire State Building is 1,453 feet or 443 meters. Yeah, so it's kind of like a debated topic. Yeah, kind of the new One World Trade Center. Even though some people say that the skyscraper is 1,776 feet tall, the full height of the World Trade Center, like the one that exists today, is the full height is 1,792 feet. Like a couple of weeks ago, I kind of got into a bit of an argument. Okay. Yeah, and you see, I actually got into a bit of an argument with that with Cosmics. Yeah, because they would, like, in that live stream where he was building like a Minecraft model of the original World Trade Center, and he and I got a debate on how tall it is, and I said the full height was 1,792 feet. So that's just something I'm probably going to point out in a few times in this video, just so you know. Well, just by the way, with this one right here, Taipei 101, this one also has kind of another debated height topic. Even though some people say that the full height is 1,667 feet or 500 meters, the full height again is 1,670 feet or 509 meters. Just remember that I'm going to point that out a few times in this video. Wait, hang on a second. Wait, how long have we been live? We've been live for a little over an hour. That's nice. And as I just said, like the debated height on the World Trade Center right here, the full height is 1,792 feet or 546 meters. The height is not 1,776 feet. The full height is 1,792 feet, just as I just said. Okay? Hang on, let me just do a quick check. Okay, are we doing okay? And also another kind of, if you know what the tallest skyscraper in North America is, they would probably say One World Trade Center. But it's not. See, the are located in China. Actually, is the tallest skyscraper in North America. And while the One World Trade Center, hang on, wait. Okay, and while the One World Trade Center is the tallest skyscraper in the United States, it is not the tallest skyscraper in North America. Okay, anyway, on topic. I just want to give you just tell you a little bit about this skyscraper. You see, like the Abraja clock tower located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. You see, the clock face you see right up there it has the largest clock face. But it won't let me do English flag. What do you mean it won't let you do the English flag? GB, okay. So you see the clock tower, the clock face that you see right here in the Abraj Al Bait clock tower is the largest clock face in the world. I don't remember the diameter of the clock tower,
but you can actually read the time of the clock from about 15 miles or 25 kilometers away. And even though the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest skyscraper, is the tallest skyscraper in the world, it was not the most. This skyscraper it cost $15 billion, whereas the Burj Khalifa only cost $1.5 billion. So basically, height doesn't really matter on how tall a skyscraper is for the cost. Basically, like the floor area and basically how many floors. Because this skyscraper has 128 floors, but the Burj Khalifa actually has 163 floors. But actually, the Burj Khalifa, it makes a black flag when I do English. Okay. Anyway, back on topic. And this is like a mistake that in the video that I actually kind of made. Like this is I actually noted it in the comments that it's supposed to be Tokyo Sky Tree, and I accidentally said Shy Tree, and it's supposed to be that H is there is supposed to be a K. Yeah. This is the tallest tower in the world. Not the tallest skyscraper, the tallest tower. I promise you this is going to be the final I'm going to make. And just so you know, this is just to me the final debate heads up that I'm going to make in this live stream. So some people, One World Trade Center is 2,722 feet or 826 meters tall. The full height of the One World Trade Center is 2,722 feet or 828 meters tall. And you see this model of the Burj Khalifa? I actually made that myself. Hello on your other account. Okay. Anyway, okay. And this is basically what I did at the end of the video. I basically made this like whole row, like an animation movement of the skyscrapers. And by the way, if any of you are not subscribed to my second YouTube channel, I'm just gonna by the way, if any of you are not subscribed to my second channel, I'm just gonna post a link to my second channel in the chat so you can go subscribe to it, because I'd like to get my second channel to 100 subscribers by the end of the month. So I just posted the link to my second YouTube channel in the comments, just to, yep. So because I'd like to get to 100 by the end of the month. So how long have an hour and 7 minutes? For some reason, YouTube won't let me do English flags. Yeah, I don't know why. I have the Galaxy. I think we've been live on here long enough, so I just want to say Merry Christmas to you all, and I'll probably see you in the Historic Travels live stream. You know, Captain Galaxy, I did try talking to you in the Historic Travels live, but I didn't answer. Why do you not see? Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna end the stream right now. Okay, everybody. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Okay.